Many outspoken members of the community have demanded that the search start over. They're upset that interim chief Carmen Best, a qualified woman of color who has served the city for decades, was left off of a list of finalists. Best was considered an obvious choice. Cops like her, the community likes her, and agreement between those two groups in this city is not easy to find. So now, after years of efforts to reform the Seattle Police Department and rebuild community trust, that trust is once again on the line. Despite anger over the exclusion of interim chief Carmen Best, Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan made it clear. So for people out there who are asking for a redo, let's just be blunt with them. Is a redo possible?
No.
There will be no do-over in the search for Seattle's next police chief. If she stands by that, the city's next top cop will likely be one of these three men, all outsiders. Eddie Frizzell of the Minneapolis Police Department, Cameron McLay, retired Pittsburgh PD, or Eli Reyes of the Austin, Texas Police Department. Of the three, only one has ever served as the chief of a major city department.
Please welcome Police Chief Cameron McLay from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
While Cameron McLay brings with him perhaps the most experience, he would also bring along a lot of baggage. In just 2 years as Pittsburgh police chief, McLay was a lightning rod for controversy, drawing accusations that he violated ethics laws by making this speech at the 2016 Democratic National Convention.
There is a crisis of trust in the police and the criminal justice system.
Pittsburgh City Code prohibits officers from campaigning for a candidate while on duty or while wearing a uniform. Some also worried that McLay's speech violated the Hatch Act, a federal law that prohibits public employees from certain political activities. But Pittsburgh's Office of Municipal Investigations found no wrongdoing, saying McLay didn't mention any candidate by name and spoke mostly about improving police-community relations.
But we cannot succeed unless we come together with the communities that we serve.
But for the Pittsburgh Citizens Police Review Board, a civilian oversight group, the implication was clear. While supporting his overall message, it found that Chief McLay's appearance in full dress uniform appears to be participation in improper political activity under the terms of the Hatch Act. McLay also clashed with the city's police union during his time in Pittsburgh. Some believe it was because he came in as a reformer, dedicated to improving police-community relations. At times, outraging officers with messages like this. After 2 years, the rank and file had enough. The Fraternal Order of Police gave McLay a vote of no confidence. He resigned just a few months later. While his career in Pittsburgh certainly ended with controversy, that's also how his career began decades earlier, when he admitted to cheating on his recruit exam while trying to join the police department in Madison, Wisconsin. Internal records show he admitted to giving and receiving answers. It's worth noting that in our state, police recruits caught cheating are dismissed from the academy. But back in 1985, in Wisconsin, McLay got away with just a written reprimand. Let's be realistic. Outspoken community members in Seattle will be hesitant to accept any outsider as the next police chief, given the anger over Carmen Best. But for Cameron McLay specifically, it could be a double whammy, because officers might also be wary of him given his previous conflicts with the union in Pittsburgh. That begs the question, why would Seattle even consider bringing in a controversial new leader as it tries to move forward from years of its own controversy? And why stir things up when you have a capable woman of color who is already respected by community members and officers alike?